Hello everybody, I am Baltmatrix and it is May the 4th, 2021. Yeah, there might be some giant robot news today, but there also might be some Star Wars news leaking into this. I don't know yet, I haven't looked at the Star Wars stuff, and I don't know if Hasbro has released any Star Wars stuff yet. Because quite frankly, I haven't checked, but I'll do that while we're recording the video. Anyway, first, let's hit the giant robot news. The first bit of news has to do with Transformers Masterpiece MPM13 Blackout. We've got a turnaround video, and then there are some comments from the Hasbro designer Sam Smith. Not a lot to go over with his comments, because he really didn't say anything of substance, but there are a screen-accurate arm-mounted rotor blade, which is pretty much all he spoke about. Something I do want to talk about are these renders that they've provided. We've got, this is a scale of what we're looking at of the original Studio Series figure, the number 8, versus the Masterpiece figure. And you can see it's going to be quite a bit bigger. That Studio Series figure was a... Crud, was that a Leader or was that a Voyager? I don't remember, but based on this scale, the figure, the gigantic figure that was released by a third-party company, is going to be bigger, or is bigger, than the Masterpiece. One thing I'm really odded out by is what is going on with the arms? Why are they bending out at almost 90 degrees? Maybe that's just the way the actual model is. But as you can see, it's significantly larger and significantly wider. It's just a, it seems like a bigger boy and a more deeply, yeah, we'll go with that, more deeply designed figure. And then the vehicle modes are, there's a significant size difference, but not as much of a significant size difference as the robot modes. But you could see the undercarriage is a whole lot nicer, because that original Studio Series figure had some junk under there. This one, panels for days. So we'll take a quick look at the actual video of the 360-degree movement. I don't know, it looks fine. It just looks fine. I hate being that pedantic, but I don't see anything wrong with it. But if the Masterpiece Starscream is anything to go by, man, I really did not like that figure. I had so many QC issues with that thing, and I know a lot of people didn't like it, and you can find that for like, it's on sale for like $40 in a lot of places. The one thing I want more than anything is a Masterpiece Scorponok with the stupid robot mode and an alternate ability to transform into my patented monster mode. I'll have to see if I can find that video or put a picture of what I'm talking about. Yeah, that, I would much rather, that's really sad. I'd much rather have the Scorponok, a Masterpiece Scorponok, than a Masterpiece of Blackout. That's weird. Next up, we've got New Age Legends Scale Target Master Cyclonus and Shattered Glass Cyclonus. So New Age already released a version of this figure in the more, well, wait a minute, hold on. Did they release a figure of Cyclonus? I swear they released Cyclonus already, and it was just the original purple color, the lighter purple color for the animation, as opposed to the Target Master version. So here are the two versions. I actually like both of them. I think they both look really good, and they come with different Target Masters, or at least Target Masters with different barrels. So we'll start off with the Shattered Glass version. I love the orange. I think the orange is absolutely fantastic. It's bright, it's colorful, it works for me. And then we've got the little Target Master underneath. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And the Target Master transforms into the gun. Not super convincingly, but it does transform. Yeah, I think it looks good. It comes with double hands and the original gun that Cyclonus came with. I like it. I love the picture they've gone with here. The sunset background with the lava rock and then the figure. I like it. And then we've got the Target Master Toy Cyclonus, which I really like this one too. Comes with similar hands and a different gun. The main gun he comes with is, I believe, the original, or a version of the original Toys gun. It's real shiny and it looks really good. I like it. Oh, and I love that background. The smoky background with the, obviously the same rocks, just with different lighting. And then the figure. Yeah, both these are really cool. Now, a couple of the Chinese stop motion reviewers or videographers already have videos of these guys up and transforming. You know what? Let me go take a look real quick and see which one they have. All right, here it is. Mang Motion. They have the New Age H43EX. So that looks like it's the purple one, but I don't believe this is the Oh, no, no. This is the Tai Toshiro Cyclonus. So this is the one that's modeled after... Well, you know what? I don't know. Is this the one that's modeled after IDW's Cyclonus? No, no, I'm wrong. It's the Target Master one. So they have that video. They did a fantastic job. I want to point that out. Mang Motion did an absolutely fantastic job animating this. I wish I had their skill set and their patience and their camera. Because they did a really good job. If you have a chance, I'll put the link down in the video description. You should go check it out. It's really well done. And lastly today, just a little bit of Gundam information. Specifically, I wanted to talk about this figure, or this Gunpla, because, quite frankly, I liked Seed, and I don't think some of the stuff in Seed has gotten its full due. Until now, we've got a Full Mechanics 1/100 Raider Gundam release info. It's coming out in May, this month, and it's the Raider Gundam. If you've never seen Gundam Seed, you know what? It's worth going back and watching, especially in HD. I think it's actually a very good series. It's got some phenomenal and truly iconic mobile suit designs. The Raider, the Calamity, and the Forbidden were bad guy Gundams. They were introduced about halfway through the series. They were definitely bad guy Gundams, and unfortunately the Raider didn't get used a whole lot or very well. There was a lot of repeat animation for the Raider. It's one of my favorite. I really like all three of them, the favorite of which being the Forbidden. That is my favorite. This one second, and then Calamity is my least favorite. The reason I like the Calamity the least is because the Calamity was an artillery unit. It was specifically a long-range unit. It had nothing to do... It couldn't handle up-close and personal combat. It just couldn't. It didn't have any kit for it. It had nothing. While the Raider has some up-close and personal weaponry. It's also got beam guns, a couple of them, and a shield. It was more of a... So, if you think about the three of them, the Forbidden was a close-range to medium-range unit. The Raider was a medium-range to long-range unit, and the Calamity was specifically a long-range unit. The three of them together, they work pretty well. But the Raider, this model looks absolutely phenomenal. So, what does the thing come with? It comes with a shield gun ×1, Mjolnir ×1, Mjolnir pedestal, that's what it throws the hammer on, MA form display support parts, Calamity boarding scene reproduction joint parts, which is good because there is a 1/100 Full Mechanics Calamity Gundam, one seal, a marking seal, and a lead wire for the Mjolnir. The Mjolnir being a rocket-powered flail. Seriously, it was a rocket-powered flail. These little indents and little lines, those were rocket engines. Yeah, that looks really good. That just looks really good. Oh, I forgot. It also had beam cannons in the bottom of its claws for its MA mode. And by MA, I mean mobile armor. So... yeah, this thing looks sweet. All right, it's got a beam cannon in its mouth, a beam cannon in the flight cockpit, and then beam cannon in its shoulders for flight mode. Here is its flight mode. Let me open this in another window so we get a better view. So this is the flight mode. Yeah, it's a Gundam stuck underneath a jetpack practically, but the shoulders fold or collapse, and then cannons pop out. These claws were... I swear they were beam claws, but I know they were really sharp because they were used to cut up strays here and there. And there are beam cannons in the bottom of the claws. Beam shield there. The mouth has a gun. There's a beam cannon there. I seem to remember there being beam cannons in the wings, but I'm probably wrong on that. I know the Savior, which was in Seed Destiny, had beams in its or beam blades in its wings. But continuing on, let's see, it's got an interesting collapse for the collar and the neck for the transformation. Legs collapse in an interesting way. Arms transform interestingly. This is just an interesting mobile suit. Yeah. Oh, and it's got a coil. Oh, that's smart. You can actually coil the line up inside the mace. That's very, very smart. Oh, and that's the stand for the actual Mjolnir component. Okay. That's neat. I'm going to have to pick this up. Oh, and this blue one, that's the Calamity, because the Calamity used to just jump on top of the Raider to be flown around. Yeah, I'm going to have to pick this one up, aren't I? This looks like it could be a really fun build. Yeah, I think I'm going to get this one. Now, interestingly, I was curious about, okay, full mechanics line. I couldn't remember anything other than the Calamity being in the full mechanics line. I was right. There is only the Calamity and the Raider. That's it. There's nothing else in this subline yet. It's interesting because it was established last year with the Calamity being the first one. It's a 1/100 scale. It's separate from Master Grade and the RG or RE scale, Reborn 1/100. So the Reborn 1/100 scale is specifically the everything that's it was the 1/100 but give it a new title, and this is like somewhere it's like the master one step below the master grades is this scale, which cool. I like that. I like that. Now give me a Forbidden. Let's see, are there any exclusives? Okay, no, there is the let's see, the Freedom Gundam and a version of the Calamity Gundam. That Freedom Gundam was a Tmall P Bandai exclusive. Okay, so there was one other. But man, there have been so many Freedom Gundam models released, I can't even keep track of them. I think I own myself 3 of them. The giant one that was released in the US, the original 1/100. No, I have a 1/144, and I have a Master Grade. I think I've got a Master Grade. I don't know anymore. I have too many robots. And that's it for today's news on today, May 4th, 2021. Sorry, no Star Wars. But we've got a little bit of drag strip and a little bit of kickback on the way. And I've got another review for something completely different that'll be going up tomorrow. So probably no giant robot news until maybe the weekend, maybe Sunday, maybe Monday. Depends on if we get any big news. I've been Baltmatrix, and we'll catch you again next time. Bye-bye, everybody.